Good morning, ZigSwift team. This is Zach Keeney coming to you here via video from Cedar Falls, Iowa. My dear friend Juan Teran asked me to speak to you guys today, and number one, I'm extremely thankful. I hope I'm the right guy and can say a few things to you. I look forward to being at your next meeting. I think this is the first one where everyone is getting together. And about 3 weeks ago, I'm a new dad, and so my son was welcomed into the world, and I just can't give up the time to spend with him this weekend. Not that I don't think that you guys are wonderful people, but I got to spend some time with Landon. So welcome to the world, Landon Ray Keeney. Juan reached out to me earlier this week and said that you guys would be speaking about and talking about growth amongst your team. And he asked that I talk a little bit about growth and kind of what we've experienced in a massive amount of growth with our team here at Mud and our digital team in the last couple of years. And excuse me, I'm battling a little bit of a cold here, but there are three things I thought about. I've been trying to think about it all week, and forgive me, I've got some notes here on my phone just to kind of keep me on track and keep this concise. But there are three things I think that have been extremely vital to our growth, and there are three things that I'll share with you today, and I ask you to kind of keep them in the forefront of your mind because I know that they're in the forefront of our minds every single day. And I'll name them to you off one by one and then kind of recap them here as you move deeper into your meeting. The first one is culture, and culture is everything. And I know that feels big, and it's probably tough to get your arms around, but it's been everything to us, and it's helped us recruit, and it's helped us keep people, and it's helped us grow with people and experience and learn about people. And culture it's everything to us because it's the good, the bad. It really has helped us grow because it's how we live. We care about one another. We look after one another. We spend time with one another. Once or twice a month, we have a very younger crew. We go out for team beers and learn about one another. And we're not all the same. And so the culture, the side of it, of having one another's back, of being a family and really, truly living it, has been really awesome for us. And I got to tell you, we've made some decisions of people that we've parted ways with because they may not have fit the culture. And we thought they may have right away. And it was actually because we wanted them to fit our culture more than maybe they wanted to fit the culture, and that doesn't work. And so when you think about growth and you think about where you're going and you think about your teams, I beg you to think about and embrace your culture and make sure that the people that are coming and walking with you understand the culture and they live it. To me, culture isn't a 9-to-5 thing. It's an all day. It's who you are from the inside out. So number one, as you're thinking about growth and you plan on going on a growth path, you have to consider culture. The second thing I think that's been extremely wonderful for us outside of our culture, and I think this goes step in stride with it, is the people that we've met and encountered and become part of our team have an extremely high level of an entrepreneurial spirit. I met with Juan, I'll never forget it, it was probably a couple of years ago in Milwaukee, and I talked to him about our company and some of the things that we were doing and some ideas that I had, and I talked about being a solutions provider. You have to be solutions focused. Entrepreneurs solve problems, and although the people on our team may not be starting companies, they really have that mindset. They don't have to ask twice for something. They can go out and they're free to make mistakes, and these people are go-getters. They get after it, and they're not afraid to fail. They're not afraid to go after it. They're not afraid to go out and meet new people. They're not afraid to try new solutions. They're always looking for another angle. And I would ask that as you continue to grow and as you keep this in mind, it's easy to hire people. It's really, really easy to hire bodies. It's hard to sort your way through and find people with an entrepreneurial spirit and people that want to be part of something and that want to take ownership. So, number one, culture. Number two, the entrepreneurial spirit is extremely important. Excuse me, once again. And then the last thing that I'll leave you with here on this Saturday morning is I ask you to be courageous. You guys know Juan, you know better than anyone. You've made the ultimate sacrifice and made the jump and the leap, and it's not easy. There's going to be bumps in the road. There's going to be challenges. Our growth path hasn't been cotton candy and flowers and roses and hugs. We've had challenges. We've had tears. We've had setbacks. But you have to be courageous in your effort and know what the bigger goal is in mind and where you want to go. And I really honestly feel like that's wrapped in culture. Yes, you have to have goals, but I think the culture will lead you down that path. And the reason I say you also have to be courageous isn't to battle the fear. I always feel that with courage, you have to be willing to challenge. You have to be willing to challenge internally and yourself. You have to know if you're delivering on your own talents and abilities, you have to be willing to challenge those people sitting next to you. It's not to call them out to say, hey, look, you're doing poor at your job, but you do have to be willing, if you are all truly invested in this challenge and where you want to take it, you've got to be willing to challenge one another, and you've got to have that courage deep down in your belly to say, we can do better. We as a unit are better. And then you've got to have the courage to be thankful. And I think this one is probably the most often looked thing in business is after we have some success or when things are going well, we don't have the courage to stop and to walk over to someone and say, thank you. I appreciate your time and your energy and your effort. You make my life easier. You make our team function better. Have the courage to stop and to say thank you, and have the courage to challenge and live that culture through and through. So to everyone there in the ZigSwift team, I hope this message hits home. I wish you guys the best. I told Juan that I will be there for your next meeting. I'm not sure where it will be, but if it's in Chicago, I love Chicago. If it's not, hopefully my wife and I can come and meet the rest of the team. So embrace your culture, live it, find people that have an immense entrepreneurial spirit, and 3, please be courageous in your efforts every day, and don't be afraid to thank somebody. So I wish you the best. I look forward to meeting everybody in person next time. Take care. God bless. Bye-bye.